The kind of metaphysical objectivism that Evola postulates as being an anchor for meaning in modern life can take many different forms. One of the great problems many right-wing or refoundational or primal movements or tribal movements or nationalistic movements of whatever character have is if there's a religion somewhere behind it, as there often is for many but not all of the key people involved in such movements and struggles, what form should that be? Everyone knows that culturally, and this is true of a formulation like Grèce or the New Right in France, as soon as you begin to get people of like mind together, they will split. They will split on whether they're atheists or not, secularists or not, but they were also at a deeper cultural level split on whether they're pagan influenced or Christian. Such divisions always bedevil right-wing cultural and metapolitical groups. The way that the Evolian tradition looks at this is to engage in what's called perennialism. This is the inherent intellectual and ideological and theological idea that there are certain key truths in all of the major faiths. All of those faiths that have survived, that are recorded, that have come down to us, even their pale antecedents, even those dissident, deviant, and would-be heretical elements of them that have been removed, in all of them can be seen a shard of the perspectival truth that these particular traditions could be said to manifest. Beneath this, of course, is the ethnic and racial idea that people in different groups within mankind as a body perceive reality differently, experience it differently, have different intellectual and linguistic responses to it, and form different cults, different myths, different religions, because they are physically constituted in a manner that leads to such differentiation. This can lead amongst certain perennialists to a sort of universalism at times, almost a neoliberalism occasionally, where all cultures are of value, where all are interesting, quote unquote, where all are quite slightly interchangeable. But given that danger, the advantage for a deeply religious mind of the perennial tradition is to avoid the sectarianism and negative puritanism, which is inevitably part and parcel of building up large religious structures. As always, a thinker like Evola proceeds from the individual and goes to the individual. This can give thinking of this sort a slightly unreal aspect for many people. Where are the masses? Is the democratic majority? Where is the BBC vote that decides? The truth is, Evola's not concerned with the BBC vote. He's not concerned with the masses. He regards the masses, and the sort of theorists who go along with him regard the masses as sacks of potatoes to be moved about. His thinking is completely anti-democratic, Machiavellian to a degree, and even manipulative of the masses, as long as it's done within an order of tradition within which all have a part.